Hi Taurus, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Taurus, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So your key to the week this week is the Justice card. It's an interesting card because there's a few things that are coming through from it this week. So one, for those of you that are married, partnered or in long-term commitments, this could be you and your significant other choosing to commit to something together. So maybe this is that you are deciding to go on a diet together. Maybe this is that you are deciding to start saving to buy a house. Maybe this is that you are deciding to go to couples therapy. There's something here where you and your partner, you and your significant other are embarking on something that's going to require a certain amount of commitment to the partnership, to the relationship. If it's none of the above, maybe it's something new that's coming in this week that you will decide as and when. For those of you that are in the working world, let's say, this could be a new contract. It could also be a new commitment that comes in through your work that is going to see something that you are tied to for a long time. So maybe you're choosing to study something, maybe you're choosing to get a diploma of some kind. There's something here where you're having to really focus in on how you are, what's the word that I'm looking for? It's like how you enhance your professional or social status, let's say, but through your own commitment. So this, and at the base level, this could literally just be the signing of a contract or the marrying of yourself to something else. With that said, if you are a continued subby, Rafi loves you. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit the subscribe button. For your actions and options, you have the Ten of Swords. Okay, so look, we have to be honest. We have to talk about the challenges first. Remember, the Ten of Swords can be it can be a bust up, it can be an ending, it can be an argument. It can also be just, at the lighter end of the scale. The Ten of Swords is a moment where you just say, you know what, I'm done. I'm just done with whatever it is. Now, one way that this could show up for you, and the beauty of the Ten of Swords is, once this card shows up, it doesn't get any worse from here. In fact, it only gets better from here because there's nowhere else to go. This is usually one of those cards that shows up where you're at your lowest, where maybe you're at your wit's end with something. And with the Justice card, this could literally be you choosing to end a commitment. It doesn't have to be that your relationship is coming to an end, but it could be for some of you. This could be where you decide, actually, you know what? I've given enough of my time, energy, and whatnot to this company. I'm going elsewhere. This could be where you say, okay, you know what? I am tired of being committed to a friendship circle that just doesn't appreciate me or doesn't see me in the way that I want to be seen. If you haven't seen it, please check out the video that I did with Denise Matthews so that you can see and you can get a first-hand sort of insight into how the triple conjunction is likely to show up for you. It's a really interesting one, especially because it's taking place in your sign. So you want to see that video. There'll be a link somewhere floating above my head so you can have a look at that. Now, that being said, remember your actions and options is about what you do. This is about what you initiate. So if there is something coming to an end, it's being led by you. This is you choosing consciously to say, you know what, this isn't happening for me. Or it could be that you're saying, actually, you know what, I want my marriage to go in a different direction. I want us to live somewhere else. However, because it is the Ten of Swords, it could come about in a way that is potentially a little bit more exciting than maybe we would like it to be. Then you've got the Knight of Swords in the communications and conversations. So the first thing that I want to say to you, for those of you that have teenagers, specifically Libran teenagers in your life, this may be a week where your teenager needs your help, your support in some way, shape or form, where they're needing you to understand where they are coming from. This could come about in a way that is a little bit more tetchy. It could be a little bit more angry or a little bit more explosive. You might find that your teenager, your Libran teenager, if you have them, is a little bit more expressive, let's say, this week than usual. Remember, the Knight of Swords can be fast, aggressive communication. You couple this with the Justice card. There's a few ways that this could show up, but that part is for those of you that have children, specifically Libran children, but teenagers nonetheless. Now, one way that this could show up, for those of you that are studying, this could be a clash with an authority. It could be a clash with the system. It could be a clash with, you know, maybe the way that things are run. And this week, I've got to be honest with you, you could take something too far. So be mindful of that. When it comes to those of you that are employed by somebody else, listen, I gotta say this, and for business owners as well, for both of you, don't cut your nose off to spite your face. You could go in this week all guns blazing, like, right, that's it, I'm not getting what I want, like, stuff this, I'm out. Like, you could really, you could lose your cool this week. It's possible, and you could end up saying something that you're either not able to retract, or maybe it escalates really quickly, and you know, before you know it, you're already having your papers to sign for leaving a job, and then when things die down, you're like, okay, what just happened there? You know, how is it now that I'm jobless? Just be very mindful of this. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, whatever you are doing this week, and I'm sure you will, but whatever you're doing this week, make sure it is above board. If you haven't seen it, I urge you to watch the Weekly General as well, because this card came up in that. I don't know why, Taurus, but for this week, I really feel like there could be some clashes with authority figures and or people that are in positions of power and authority. Maybe even a skirmish with the police or the law in some way. So just be careful. For those of you that are... oh, come on, brain. For those of you that are retired, no longer working for any reason, I almost want to say to you, like, if it doesn't involve you, just don't get involved. Like, if you can see some ish brewing, just leave it alone. Like, I know that sounds really awful, and it's not. Like, I am one of those people, like, if I see something happening and I think somebody's, you know, scared or upset or they're in danger, I just physically, humanly can't not do something about it. However, this week, if you try to intervene on somebody else's behalf, you're going to end up copping the brunt of it. Be very, very careful about getting into stuff that doesn't concern you this week. You know, be as good a citizen as you possibly can, but just be mindful of what you do or don't want to get involved in. For your love and relations, you've got the Temperance card. Okay, so look, there is a healing balm here for those of you that are in challenging relationships or having issues with communications with the partner. The Temperance card brings not only a way out, but it brings an energy of being able to say, okay, how do we best navigate this? You'll have to forgive the hum that you can hear in the background. I really apologize. It's so hot here in the UK at the moment, and if I didn't have the fan, I would literally, I'm already melting, and if I didn't have the fan, I would be a puddle. So I apologize. But for those of you, that are partnered, if you are having challenges, troubles, or issues in your relationship, that Temperance card is bringing a soothing, healing balm. With that Ten of Swords here, this could also be unnecessary drama. It's really important this week, especially with the Justice card, you find the most balanced approach to all of this. For, you know, on the lighter end of the scale, this could literally be something that you and your partner feel really passionate about, that you decide to embark on. So maybe you say, like, you know what, we are going to get healthy. We're going to quit smoking together. We're going to, like, whatever it is, it's something that you're both really, really passionate about. And it gives you that fire to kind of take it on sort of head on, you know, just like the bull baby. For those of you that are single, I mean, look, if you're meeting someone this week, it's likely to be the hero of a story. So let's say you go somewhere, it all kicks off, and you see somebody go in to step in to help, and it turns out this person is a bouncer or a security guard or a police officer or something. Like that could be the person that you look at and just think, wow, you know what, like this might be my person. It's possible. For your money and materials, you've got the Nine of Pentacles. Your finances and your resources are good, possibly probably not growing as much as you would like. The Nine of Pentacles is kind of like you're getting a little bit of a bonus this week. So maybe you're getting extra tips. It could be that you are maybe you find another revenue stream or income source. It's possible. That Nine of Swords though, the Knight of Swords should I say, with the Nine of Pentacles, this could be, it's almost like as fast as it's coming in is as fast as it's going out. For those of you, when it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is your digestive system. And I kind of feel like this is nervous belly. You know, like once you get really anxious or nervous, your belly starts like playing up and stuff. This could be that. Especially with the amount of intensity that is in this week for you guys. When it comes to your home and environment, the Nine of Pentacles is lovely, especially with the Justice card, because this could be like, you know what, my garden is a mess, I'm determined to turn it into an Eden. Or it could be, you know, maybe you've been meaning to paint the outside of the house for the longest time and you haven't got round to it. This week you're determined to make that happen. It's like you're making the best or the most beautiful out of the home that you have, which is lovely. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Take care of yourself, and I will see you next week.